What up, though? Welcome back to the FreeGame Producer Podcast. I'm Onrea. I got the super producer, the multi-platinum producer, the 5-time #1 Billboard Hot 200 producer, Will Power in the building. What up, homeboy?
What it do?
And we are at the Bandwidth Studios here in Metro Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Just doing our thing, man. You know, we got Tessa behind the boards over there producing. You understand me? We just feeling good, man. How you feeling today?
Man, great, man. Great.
Real dope, man.
A little tired, you know what I'm saying?
You been working out?
Man, I'm trying to work out, bro. Like, y'all see me on here, man. I'm a little round, bro. I got to get that off me, man.
I feel you, man. I'm in the same boat, man. We got to just keep pushing, right?
Keep grinding, bro. Yeah, man, I'm in about my 3rd or 4th week of actually exercising every day. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't seeing nothing but like inches, and that's starting to, you know, that'll distract you, man. So I'm just trying to stay focused. If I could just continue to work on this kitchen stuff, man, I'll be all right.
Yeah, that's what they say. It's the food. That's the most of the battle, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. It's a few things to talk about, man. I want to get into the whole Oscar thing, but it's a lot of new music though, man.
And a lot of music. Let's focus on that. First off, if we're gonna do anything with the Oscars, let's first focus on the fact that Questlove got his first Oscar this year. Big shout out to Questlove. On the Oscar, man. Yeah, that's a huge thing. Yeah, but dope. We will talk about that other shit too.
Yeah, man. And Will Packer, I think, was like the producer of the Oscars. So
that's crazy.
He like produced it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was one of the main producers behind the Oscars. But a lot of new music, man. Yeah. Lotto's album 777 came out, man. A lot of dope records on there. Producers on there. You know, we always want to highlight the producers. Mm-hmm. Mike Dean. Sunny Digital is on the intro. Yeah. Childish Major, Dr. Luke, Ann Clemens, Bongo, EJ Beats. Pharrell is on there. DA got that dope is on there. Pooh Beats is on there.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy project. I think it's going to do like 21, 22K.
Yeah.
First week, so shout out to Lotto.
Yeah.
MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. Mainstream Sellout. I think he's still kind of doing like pop, hip hop kind of.
Yeah.
I know he got Lil Wayne on the album. He got Willow Smith on the album.
My boy Travis Barker produced on that.
Produced like, pretty much on the whole album. Yeah. So shout out to Travis Barker on there.
Super dope.
That's gonna do 95K first week. So
crazy.
You know, his numbers is out of here, man.
Yeah.
Denzel Curry, My Eyes See Your Future is out, man. Want to just quickly melt My Eyes See Your Future. Want to give props to the producers on there. Robert Glasper. Dr. Genius, FNZ, Kenny Beats.
Yeah.
Thundercat is on there. Cardo Got Wings is on there. So shout out all the producers on that project. Buddy, Super Ghetto album came out, man. Dope album. Producers on there is Rufio, Tariq Beats, Hollywood Cole is on there, man. Who else is on that album, man? Dope album. I think that's all I got on here. Axel Foley is on that album, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to all them producers on there.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Locked and loaded this week, man.
Yeah, man. A lot of Key Glock, you know, one of my favorite rappers, man, from Empire, Paper Out Empire. Bandplay, Tay Keith, Buddha Bless His Beat.
Bandplay, that's your boy, man.
That's my guy, Bandplay. We're getting back on the show, man.
Yep.
Juicy J is on there, man. Q Beats is on there. Pyrex. Sosa 808 and Montana Corleone. Yellow Tape 2, man. Dope project, man. So shout out to all the new music, man.
Man, you mentioned my guy Bongo, man. Bongo, by the way, man, is literally that dude.
Yeah. You know I fuck with him because he came up producing Game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's when I ran into him. Man, I got a crazy story about how I know him.
Okay.
We got a homeboy named John Hope.
Okay.
Who and him and John Hope were like super dope friends. You know what I'm saying? So and I met him back in the day before he actually blew up.
Okay.
And he blew up. I ran into him again out there when we was working with Game and like, yeah, man. But like to see his career take off is just like,
yeah, he's out here. He everywhere.
And he on, you know, he all over he on every genre.
I mean, he was on Mary J. Blige's last album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to say this. I just heard a new Coco Jones record or something like that just came out, and I believe he produced on that as well. But yeah, man, shout out to
man. Shout
Bongo,
out to Bongo, man. Shout out to all the producers, man.
We
want to highlight, you know, that's why
Childish Major,
when everything come out, man, crazy. Even big or small, man, I try to highlight who was on there.
Yeah.
Who was on there, man, and who was doing what. So shout out to all the producers, man. Yeah. But I do want to get into the Oscars, man. It's crazy because we're a producer podcast, but I'm like, man, if Shannon Sharper and Skip Bayless talking about it on
listen, life is happening,
on
man.
ESPN,
bro, life is happening.
Fox Sports. I'm like, we got to talk about it, man.
Well, I mean, you know, and music is part of all cultures. Exactly. We're part of every culture, bro. So like,
and Will Smith is a rapper.
Exactly.
I mean, it's crazy because he was my first favorite rapper.
Really?
Yeah, way before the TV show.
Yeah.
I didn't even know his name was Will Smith. I just knew him as the Fresh Prince.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I'm saying? The Fresh Prince, and it was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
No, they were absolutely.
That's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? So he's my first favorite rapper. So and Chris Rock is my all-time favorite comedian.
Really?
Yes,
this bitch about to go crazy.
That's my goat. So it's kind of like
So. All right, so let's just get straight to it. Like, do you think it was staged or do you think it was real?
People have opinions on that. I think it's hard to tell because we don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to go off that it's real because you don't know. I mean, it could be a conspiracy, but who knows, man? But why would they want to, again, Will Packer produced the Oscars. Why would he want to, like, bring the bullshit?
I mean, bro, we don't know what the bottom line to most things are. I agree. I can't identify a true reason for it, but we don't know what it is. I mean, hell, nobody don't seem like very many people watch the Oscars anyway, so that took the stock up on the show.
Well, I would say for the sake of discussion, I would say it's real for the sake of discussion because I would hate for it to be fake. That's especially as African Americans, man. I would hate for them to just stage that, bro, because that's not cute, bro. Yeah, it's not the right time or place for that. Just
felt kind of, if it's staged, it definitely felt coonish.
Yeah, man, that would be some cool minstrel show type shit, dance for Sambo type shit. You know what I'm saying? No, I got a good one for you.
Hey, bro.
I got a good one for you. No, bro.
Hell no.
So I'm gonna assume that it was real.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? And if it was staged, that's some of the best acting Will Smith has done, man.
I just think, for me, man, I just get annoyed though with everybody's opinion of like what it is, and we're about to add to those opinions, of course. But it's annoying, man, because so many people get up in arms about it. It's like, bro, whatever. Like the shit was what it was, and for whatever reason that it happened. The only thing that I have an opinion on is I don't feel like it should have happened on national television. It's like, bro, if you're going to check your boy, then check him backstage.
Backstage, yeah. And I think comedians know that's part of the gig. You go have people, all comedians have told stories about people coming to check them behind the scenes and step up.
They ended up showing, the internet is undefeated. So they was showing clips of, Will Smith clowning somebody, man, for being bald headed and whatever. It's whatever. But I mean, there's so many levels to it because this is your wife. We all tend to box people in for being like celebrities, like they don't have real shit going on and like shit don't really bother people. And for all we know, these are two celebrities who evidently know each other. So we don't know if it was some shit before the show, or we don't know if it was a phone call made. Like, bruh, whatever you do,
right.
do not tell no jokes about my wife tomorrow. I don't know.
But even then, I'm on the side of, I'm biased, of course, because Chris Rock is my favorite all the time. And Chris Rock, his brand of comedy is brutal. He be getting on everybody, man. Like,
you know what? We had a great discussion the other day about it, man. Like, I was personally hoping he would just go into a bit and be like, so that's what we doing.
I think he was shook, though. I think he was shook.
He looked shook for sure.
Yeah, I think he was shook.
Because he could have roasted his ass, bro. Like, he quick like that. So
he probably still felt it in his jaw.
But I tell you, man, I tell you what's disappointing, though, man, because these are two icons. This is black culture. And, we on the main stage. And then it turns exactly into what
Source Awards, like we were talking about
Source Awards ass bullshit.
Last week.
So we over here talking about creating a new Grammys, but this what happens. Like
but Will Smith supposed to be at the most upstanding that we have to offer.
Yeah, but you know what, man? My pops used to give me this saying, man. He used to say, man, you can have 1,000 attaboys, man, and one all shit, and that's all people gonna remember. Yeah. So it's like, you built all of this up. He just had an amazing book come out. He got this series on like Disney or some or Discovery, where he was like, bucket listing shit and and then there's his family who like we all follow. Bro, he's like probably the biggest celebrity on Instagram. It's like But we all forget, man, that like, bro, people still gotta go home and they still gotta deal with the shit that they dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, I forgive him because I think I was, kind of upset that he would do that. But I forgive him. But I just think that he just had a bad moment.
Unfortunately, man, in our community, this ain't nothing new.
Ain't nothing
it's
new.
It's like, bro, like we been at the lunch table at school, bro, and you catch a motherfucker on a bad day with a joke, you might get your ass whooped.
But it's just like it was just the wrong time. It was just bad
so bad,
timing,
man.
bro.
It was, man, and I hope that I hope that if it's something, if he going through something, I really hope it's checkable. It's a lot of jokes saying though that we'll see it on the red table soon.
And I also feel like he's giving a lot of these right wing racist people room to. They don't like Chris Rock, but they love Chris Rock this week.
They love him this week.
They don't give a fuck about no Chris Rock,
don't, man. You know what I'm saying?
But they acting like, oh, Chris Rock, he's such a great man because he didn't do anything. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Hey, get out of here. So, my free game from that.
Meanwhile, they canceling anybody that's LBGTQ against that. Anybody against that is out of here.
Yeah.
But you got, I don't know. It felt really weird to me. I didn't see the reaction I thought I would see if somebody walked on stage and slapped somebody, bro. Like, I was looking for some bodyguards to pull up or people to come out. That's
weird.
Nobody got out their seats. No family members went to check. Like, bro, they would have had to go to commercial. To me, I feel like if it was you on stage and somebody walked up on stage, no matter who it is, and they attacked you, they would have to go to commercial break because we coming up about the seats, bro. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Right.
We coming up about the seats to go handle this. And so it felt weird to me.
Maybe they all felt like, I don't know. I think everybody was kind of in shock, though. Everybody was in shock. And I don't know, man. Free game, though, man. We got to just kind of, do better, man. Shit, we were talking about gangster shit last week.
Bro, that shit took the whole news cycle and ran.
And Will Smith, I'm saying on the podcast we were talking about gangster rappers and shit.
Oh yeah,
shit. Will Smith brought that life,
gangster. Right?
What the fuck,
Unapologetically, right?
Right. That's parents just don't understand. Girls are nothing but trouble.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? Slapping motherfuckers. Man. Shit.
That's that Philly shit, bro. Can't never sleep, bro.
And also, I'll say this last thing, man. You never know what somebody's capable of.
That's right.
Because. And personally, it's my opinion. I feel like Will Smith portrayed this image for so long that image wasn't all the way him 100%.
He say that in his book. He come clean in his book. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Essentially, he talks about how he had this persona. Like, you got to live up to this. You got to do this. You got.
We know now that it ain't 100%, but which is fine.
All sweet. That's what it is.
Which is fine, but it's like, understand at home, like, everybody ain't perfect, and I don't care how perfect they seem. Yeah. I don't care how cool they seem. We all got some bullshit.
Everybody got some shit with
that we got to like about ourselves. That we got to keep in check and work on.
So what did everybody take away from this? I'll tell you what. Anybody named Will might slap the shit out your ass. Got him.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's go.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. Shit. So look, we got a dope guest on the show today, man.
Super dope guest. We got Romano, man.
Yeah.
Multi-platinum, dope producer. I'm talking about Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion, Quavo.
And anybody that caught our previous episodes, we just had Steve-O on the show. Steve-O manages Romano, so shout out to Steve-O for setting this up, man. He's pretty much the plug to what's going on, I thought it was dope. But this interview, man, is super special, man, because like if anybody could see light on people, man, I can, and I see the light on this cat, man. And,
I super really humble guy, super dope, good
man.
energy too.
Yep.
And that's not always the case.
Yeah, shit. So let's get to it, man.
Let's get to it, man. Free Game Podcast, Romano. Let's get it.
Yep. Free Game.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Free Game Producer Podcast. We got a very, very, very special guest.
Yes, sir.
We got a hit maker, basically. You know what I'm saying? He was working with Quavo, Chris Brown, Lotto. I was bumping that Lotto earlier today.
For sure. That's recent.
That's just last week, actually. The 777 project.
Yeah.
Another recent joint, the Megan Thee Stallion, Sweetest Pie.
Yeah.
That's just going crazy.
Oh,
that just came out.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Young Blue, 2 Chainz. one of the biggest records of the last few years, Whole Lot of Money. You know what I'm saying? With B and Nicki Minaj. We got Romano in the building. How you doing, sir?
I appreciate it, man. It's a pleasure, bro. It's a pleasure, bro.
Hey, let's start this all right. Let me hold something, man.
Hey, I was finna ask you the same thing, man. I was finna ask you the same thing.
Yo, this is crazy, man. Like, how does it feel, man, to be in the hot seat, man?
Man, it's humbling, man. I feel like, man, we've been praying for it all our life, man. So now that it's here, it's kind of like we want to take full advantage. You know, we want to just keep it going, keep the rooms flowing, you know, just take advantage of what's going on at the time.
Super dope, man. So where you from, man?
Man, I was born in East Point, actually. So, you know, that's crazy that we came out here, man. Barksdale Circle. I was raised in Ellenwood.
That's
so,
fire.
You know, out there by like Cedar Grove, Boulder Crest area, like, you know, so I was raised out there most of my life. Like, that's where I learned everything, learned how to make music, record, like everything.
So I can imagine what you grew up on, what your influences were.
Man, we were listening to Crime Mob.
Come on.
You know.
Did you go to Tri-City?
Nah.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah,
okay.
I ended up going to school in Stockbridge, so it's a school called Woodland High School.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's big.
Yeah, man, we used to play ball out there if y'all want to, you know, put down or something out there, man.
Yes, sir.
So with your influences, how did you get into beat making and producing?
Man, I actually started rapping first.
Okay.
So, you know, just being a rapper, you know what kind of beats you want to get on, you know what kind of songs you want to hear. So eventually, man, paying $700, $800 back in the day on SoundClick, it get old. You know, you want to make your own music. So so I got into the songwriting, you know, did all that, and then I just started making my own beats. You know.
Yeah, that's super.
That's
fun.
like a common theme. It seemed like with producers, you know, wanting to get beats.
Yeah,
you know, what
I'm
saying
sure.
It's like, you know, I'll do this shit myself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
So what were you using at first? What kind of software, hardware were you getting into at first?
Man, I was using Logic at first. I started off on the Logic, man. You know, the machine. I was doing a little beat thing, and then, you know, I switched over to FL Studio. Like after I met my bros, you know, Parker and Deco. Like after I met them, I kind of just switched to FL Studio. I came in on FL 12.
Yeah. Workflow a little easier on FL.
Way easier. Like, and the bass booming.
Yeah, for sure. Man, we just talked to Willa Fool last week, and he was explaining that like he likes it because of how quick he can turn out stuff. He like you get hot, you got to keep beats coming. You ain't got time to be trying to, you know, you got to cook. So
the workflow way easier. Like you could just, it's right there in the pattern. You can jump on 808 right there in the pattern. Like everything easy. Like Logic is kind of made more for like musicians, because I play the piano too, so Logic is made for just playing musicians, like putting pads behind pianos and doing stuff like that.
Does the piano playing, does that make the melodies easier?
Yeah, way easier. Yeah, make it way easier because you could just hear it. Or like if somebody sing you a melody, or like, you know, you got a lot of loop makers out there, so if they sing you like loops, you could just add to the melody and make it how you want it. You know, like make it original.
That's interesting. So what's your process like when you get to cooking? Like, how do you approach it? Is it about being in the room with the artist, or you kind of like the idealist? Like, how does this kind of work?
Man, I kind of adapt. You know, I feel like that's the most important part as being like a creative. You got to just adapt. So if I got to be the idealist, I can be that. You know, if I got to just do the drums, I can do that. Like I can come in and be a session pianist. Like I can do whatever, you know. I can come in and write, engineer, like, you know, just being the most valuable in the room, you know.
Yeah, I like, one of the things I noticed about your career is like you are a really strong collaborator. Yeah. So like that right there, man, that says a lot about the game right now.
Yeah, man.
I came up in the era, man, where it was like you had to pretty much do all the shit. Like it wasn't even cool to collaborate, really. But now I'm seeing, man, like the hot shit is coming from people who are like putting their minds together and doing dope shit.
You have to, bro. You have to, and you got to put people on too, because eventually as a producer you're gonna go on a little decline. And you need somebody that you just put on, they're gonna help you stay afloat. You're just gonna keep on going.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm experiencing that too, man. Like I'm noticing that like I keep a lot of young producers around me, man, and they keep the ideas fresh. They keep the new sounds, with the new VSTs, the new everything, because they up on that shit, man. So
yeah, man, I got a couple young producers under me too, Platinum Libraries, XY, like they some good up and coming loop makers. So like
that's dope. So are you like, what's the end goal as a producer? Because I know for me, I did my thing, but my end goal was to kind of have a production company, studio, all the shit. Now I'm doing.
I mean, definitely, of course, like having a publishing company and like a management company, like for sure. But like, what I really want to get into, like, when it's said and done, I want to be like buying folks' catalogs and
come on,
you
man,
know, licensing them out to commercials and movies. You know what time I'm on.
I know
man.
what's up, man.
I'm trying to get to the money, man.
Bro, that's smart. Like most people don't have a plan, man. You know, they just cooking and just getting to whatever they can get to at the moment.
Cause the money's so good, they just don't be realizing like it's not forever.
Bro,
we don't have no retirement plan.
Come on, man. Like I sort of got laughed at, man, when I went into this studio, idea. But I was like, listen, man, I know what it's like, man, when I ain't hit.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, y'all ain't finna come pay this rent. I got to figure this out.
For real.
So the studio for me was my, like a business cushion.
Yeah.
So it's like when things ain't going good, the room's booking out. It's all good. I'm still gonna eat.
You still gonna eat.
Yeah. So I think that's brilliant, man. And publishing is an excellent place to get started.
Yeah, publishing dope. So like just to get into like buying folks' catalog, you got the Beatles up here. Like one day we gonna be looking back. He said he was gonna buy the Beatles catalog.
Come on,
like,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right, bro. Do you know that was something that Michael Jackson did that one time, man.
Yeah.
And it was one of his smartest plays. People we always looking at him on stage, but none of us knew he was a shrewd businessman and was out here getting, creating plays. And here go the thing, right? So here the story of it was, the Beatles would never license none of their stuff. And then he ended up getting the catalog, and that's how they ended up with that big Revolution Pepsi commercial.
That's
it was
crazy.
As soon as Michael Jackson bought it, he went and got that bag from
Pepsi. Yeah. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Hold on to it 20, 30 years, resell it back.
Come on, man. And that's exactly what he did, bro. He came up off of it. A little too late, but he definitely came off of it.
Yeah, he came up off of it, man.
That's crazy.
That's fine.
One thing I want to talk about is in researching, I found out that you strong in songwriting as well.
Yeah.
Like the actual words.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's kind of unique for a producer to actually come and be self-contained, basically.
Yeah,
you could make the beat, write the words to it. So was that something you did from the beginning?
Yeah, I started off as a songwriter. I kind of had to transition into like a producer, just like I had ended up getting like crossed out on some business, and I did like 3-4 songs with like an artist.
Yeah.
And then he ended up getting a big bag for it, and I ain't see no money. And he kind of was like, bro, like, this a production deal. You don't get no money off songwriting. And I kind of had to look it up, and it's true.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to start producing. I ain't going to do my writers like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start doing it myself.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's crazy because the game is changing now.
It's changing.
Like the writers are starting to speak up. The writers are also starting to require
Could they get the short end of the stick?
They do. They totally do. I never understood it, and I hated to be in that position because as the producer, of course, you gonna catch the advance. You gonna this, that, and the third, and then you sitting in the room with somebody that you know is not eating right now, but they was part of the reason this song got hyped.
Yeah, they gotta wait 9 months.
They gotta wait 9 months.
I remember finding that out. We did a series 3 years ago called Pay the Producer.
Yeah.
That's when I found out. I assumed that when the advance come for the producer, everybody get an advance.
No.
I didn't realize the songwriter just don't get nothing.
And
the songwriter could have wrote 5-6 songs, they'll give them $1,500.
Yeah. And then just imagine now, like with streaming, the way it's working, it's like, bro, to get a check as a songwriter is almost not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you just catch one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? But like a songwriter, he could be in there with 50 independent artists. He can do 50 songs. They ain't got to pay him nothing because they ain't got no budget.
That's right.
But like if a producer, he do 50 songs with like up-and-coming artists, he might get 2 bands, $2,500 per song.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might catch a little
it's
play.
crazy.
That's way better money.
Game.
They working
dirty game.
You know, but I'll tell you why it was like that though. So back in the day, the songwriters used to write the whole song like on an instrument. You know what I mean? And so
like Babyface and them boys.
Yeah, and the producer wasn't a part of the publishing side of the records. That's the reason why they used to pay producers to come in and produce the record. Yeah. So your job was only to come in, do all of the put the record together.
Put the record together.
Because this person just wrote the song on like a guitar or the piano.
And back then it was the same few guys that was just doing all the songs.
They
like
it was
gonna be Babyface, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. Like it's gonna be the same bunch.
Yeah. So there was a bag in songwriting back in the day, but it flip flop now.
It flip flop, but I feel like it's gonna even out eventually. Yeah. Like they can't keep doing it like that.
Well, as long as people like yourself, man, and new producers and just producers in general, like start to recognize that like you ain't in the room by yourself.
Yeah.
Then that means it's going to, man, because at some point they're gonna end up on the royalty side of the record too, which I think is what they're really fighting for, and I think it should be. So it is what it is.
Now talking about collaborating, because you see that a lot now in the big records. How does ego play a role in that? Because it sounds like with you're pretty flexible. You said you could do the drums, you could do the instruments. How does that? Do you normally have a certain role, or do you just kind of switch up depending on the record?
I just switch it up depending on the record, but it can't be no ego when it comes to trying to just feed your family. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do for a living, so it's like you can't even have an ego. Like whoever can get the record to whoever, like let's make it work. Like even if you add an open hi-hat or you was in the room, let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
You know,
I got a good friend, Jim Johnson, man, who's a hit producer, man. And he told me one time, he was like, bro, 5% of a hit record can change your life.
Come on, man.
You know, and this is after he got Lollipop and like he got like a gang of them.
Yeah,
so
he was like,
he was like, man, don't stress that. Like, just if 5% is what it is for you, and the record is a smash, bro, you good.
Yeah, just get you another one.
Yeah,
like, get you another 5% somewhere and just
keep stacking them. That's
be stacking 5%.
So is that like a relationship type of thing where you just kind of in the loop and I got this going on. You know, Romano would be dope to help out with this, or Romano might have a good relationship with this artist right here, and I got this record, so can you add something to it, maybe get it to the artist? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, the only time it'll be like something like that, it'll just be if we in the studio and then it's like other creators that's in there. But like for the majority of the time, like we be making our beats together. Like me, Parker, like we make beats every day together.
Yeah,
you know, so it really be just game for the most part.
That's dope.
But then after that, it be like in the studio, you might have like some camps. Like they just had like a camp at Mean Street just now. Like it was a bunch, it was everybody there. So it was probably a bunch of people collaborating in there. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's dope. So OG, man, like how did y'all meet? Like, cause I know that y'all do a lot of work together. So how did y'all come together?
Man, we met at this studio called Shallowford Road. Like it's a studio that's on like Chambly Tucker.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like a little. I
know exactly what that is. I think it's a big studio now. It's like a record, Madison Records or something.
Nah, they tore the building down actually now.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it used to be like, man, it was terrible though. But you know, it was a lot of people. It was a lot of people that came out of there. You know. Yeah. So I ended up meeting him and Deco there. You know, we had started the group Merge and all of that. So
that's dope.
We ended up meeting there, and then the rest is history, man. We just been tight ever since.
Bro, that's the best way to get in the game, bro, with your homies.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like that make it easy.
Yeah, you can celebrate together. You can make business moves together. You know.
Yep.
That's the best part. Like
that's super fire.
So I want to know a whole lot of money. Like, how did that come about? And how was that experience like watching it climb?
Man, it was amazing, bro. Actually, bro, I needed something like that just was like a homegrown hit, you know, that just kind of just established your career, you know.
Yeah.
But it came about, bro. It actually was for Cardi B at first.
Come on.
So she was supposed to cut it. I think she just slept on it for like a year. My partner London J hit me. I don't know if y'all familiar with London J.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but London J hit me. He was like, bro, I think a whole lot of money will be super dope on beer.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, man, like, if you're gonna work your moves, like, you know, work it.
Yeah.
So I ended up sending it to London J. He ended up writing the verse to it.
Yeah.
Sent it to Beer cut it, and the rest is history, bro.
Man,
like,
look, it's a smash.
Yeah,
bro.
The rest is history, man.
That shit, bro. It's crazy, man. It's like you just keep stacking them up, man.
Stacking them up.
Look, this last play is like this a game changer, man. You know, because you know they really gonna get behind this Stallion record.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man. And then, I mean, how you say the girl name? Dua
Lipa.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
like you
a big
stepping
artist.
into a whole nother. This is getting ready to go crazy, man.
Man, I'm trying to. Bro.
I just want to give you flowers, man, to celebrate that.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
I know what it means, bro, to be busting it out, man, and just like you know. You don't get in them type of situations until you done worked yourself into them situations.
Yeah,
those are hardly ever just.
Yeah, for real, man. Working and just trying to do people right, bro. Because I feel like the energy in the world just leads you to the right place. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you put out bad energy, you're going to be like, man, I keep on running to these roadblocks. I don't know what's going on.
Straight stuff.
So you start treating people. You start treating people good. Like, you be like, man, okay.
That's how it works,
yeah,
man.
Not too greedy. Like,
yeah.
Working your own move, taking what's belong to you. You know?
Bro, you got great energy, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, this is I see it, man. It's
I
on
appreciate
you, bro.
it. I appreciate it, man.
Speaking of good energy, I'm noticing the trend. You're working with some of the dopest female rappers, you know, with the Lottos, the Megan Thee Stallions, and the Bia. It's a good movement in my opinion. I think it's real dope that that the female rappers are kind of taking over. You know what I'm saying? How does that feel to be a part of that?
Yeah,
man, it feels amazing, bro. Like I actually was sleeping on the female rappers. I feel like,
I think
I was sleeping.
Yep.
Then my girl was like, man, you don't like Megan Thee Stallion? I'm like, man, not for real.
Yeah.
We're like, but then it just got to a point we started listening and tapping into their culture, and I was like, man, okay, like this hard, like, and then just all of a sudden we were talking about that universe. It just
bro, they snapping right now, man. Like the music is just what I'm liking about it, man. And I really hate to separate the male and female aspect of it. But hip hop has been that way the whole time. It's like they just now starting to get what they deserve. But you go and start listening, now you like, bro, they really snapping. And they really writing songs.
And they working hard.
And they working hard.
They got to work really 10 times harder just to break through the females. Like, the female rapper, you got to work 10 times harder. Like,
I just met Lakia the other day. She fought.
She fought.
She got bars, bro.
Yeah,
she
got
came
bars.
in and dropped a freestyle. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, she got bars.
Kind of crazy, man. So, I think that's really dope, man.
That's crazy.
But I think, once you start working and getting these hit records, man, it ain't going to matter, bro.
It ain't going to matter.
Anybody come in the room can get one. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I just be trying to be the most valuable, like the most versatile, because it's like, bro, I be trying to work with everybody. Like, we just did an Empire African camp, which was amazing. Like, just doing African music for a week, it's just amazing just to see different cultures of music like that.
That's fine, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Man, you on your way, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm trying to, bro.
Dope.
I was going to say, is there anything coming up that you can talk about that we should be looking out for? I know you got a couple producers under you.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely a couple producers under me. Like I said, Platinum Libraries, XY, so definitely got them. But just, of course, more stuff with Meg, just trying to just keep it growing. Some stuff with Ari Lennox, just trying to just keep more music dropping,
Yeah, that's fine, man. Well, where can we find you, man? Let everybody know where you at on, social media.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to, I'm a fan.
Oh, yeah, nah, for sure, man.
I knew. Steve told me a bunch, man, and I was already on it, but, like, it ain't till you meet somebody, man, you realize, man, what's really going on.
Nah, for real, man, that's really going on.
We all talented.
Yeah.
But, like, it's different when you got a gift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I see that, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
I respect that.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Y'all can find me on Instagram at RealXRomano.
Yup.
That's Real XROMANO on Instagram, man.
Yeah. Man, thank you for coming on the show,
sir.
bro.
Yes, sir, man.
Yes,
I appreciate y'all, man.
There it is.
Free game.
If you're not already, be sure to follow us at FreeGame Podcast on all social media.